And joining me on the Judge Loya plot thickens debate tonight is Dr. Samba Patel, national spokesperson of the BJP, Hitesh Jain, senior lawyer, Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, senior journalist, with me in our studios in Noida, Dr. John Dayal, activist and human rights activist, also with me in our studios in Noida, Dr. Dinesh Varshney, leader of the CPI, Rajiv Desai, public affairs analyst, joining me live from Delhi, and Rajiv Rai, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, joining me live from Bengaluru. Before I open up the debate, let's go to our section that's called the Standpoint. And tonight on the Standpoint, Rajiv Desai will take on Dr. Samba Patel. And Mr. Rajiv Desai, the rules of the game are 60 seconds to you for your point of view. And in 60 seconds, you have to make your point, after which it will be 60 seconds to Dr. Samba Patel to counter you in his 60 seconds. My first question to you, Dr. Rajiv Desai. Is there a deliberate attempt by the Congress-led opposition as well as this lobby which has been trying to push the foul play angle? Because first they talked about the medical reports, which is a theory that we busted yesterday with 5 exclusive reports, the viscera reports, the pathology reports, also the post-mortem reports, all of which pointed towards one direction. Tonight, we've shown you the man who was called the RSS Connect in this entire issue actually is a congressman. So which way does this investigation really point directions? Where does the foul play come in from?
Obviously, I have a completely different view on this. You can't expect a party with 44 seats in a few states to engage in this conspiracy against this government, who not only controls everything, but actively does it and shows that it does it. It's got influence on the judiciary, it's got influence on the election commission, it's got influence on everything. So I completely disagree with it. I think the real question to ask, Navika, is the best way for the government, giving them the benefit of the doubt, is to say, yes, okay, that everybody's raised questions about this guy's death. Supreme Court is inquiring, so let the inquiry go ahead. Instead, after the inquiry is placed before the Supreme Court, the Nagpur police are sort of prodded to say deny the previous statement that they made, saying that we decided there was no foul play,
seconds are up.
and then say that no,
Mr.
we
Rajiv
never said
Desai,
anything
your
like that.
60 seconds are up.
So anyway.
Okay, your 60 seconds are up. So let me go across to Dr. Samba Patel. Dr. Samba Patel, do you think even before the Supreme Court had gone into this entire case, should the Nagpur police have come out and said what they did? Number one. And number two, what happens to this RSS hand theory that was propounded by the so-called lobby?
See, Navika, as far as these lobbyists are concerned, these lobbyists can go to any extent. They can conspire to any extent. They have nothing to do with Judge Loya. Do you think they're fighting for justice of Judge Loya? They're fighting, they've smelled blood, and their only concern is power. These are power-hungry lobbyists, and out of power, they will conspire. Secondly, now, no one is right. The 2 judges who accompanied Judge Loya, the doctors, the histopathological reports, the autopsy report, the policemen, news channels, Indian Express, Times of India, no one is right. Only they and their caravan are the ones who are the gospel truth, and their great Rahul Gandhi. Only these people are right. Baki Supreme Court's benches, even Supreme Court benches, they're quite junior, they are not competent enough to look into these cases. Thirdly, and most importantly, I would like to say, the kind of behavior that the Congress party has shown in these last few days only smells of power hunger. I mean, look, they have even commented upon the Supreme Court's integrity when they question the judges who are going to hear this case.
Time up.
When the Supreme Court is seized of the matter.
Time up, Dr. Samba Patel. 60 seconds are up, and now I open up this debate. Let me get in Paranjoy Guha Thakurta. Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, the Ishwar Baheti angle was brought in by the Caravan Magazine. Now, the Caravan Magazine said they had researched this entire issue. They had been in touch with this family which brought in the Baheti angle for 1 year. And for 1 year, they tried to contact Baheti and couldn't get through.
Did you try to contact him?
We tried to contact him.
Achha, you never said it. That's why
we-
I'm asking you.
Well, I'm asking you a question first.
Okay, sure, I'll answer you.
Yeah. So Baheti and Ladda. Ladda is the man Baheti called and asked to go to the sister's house. Caravan didn't even try to get in touch with Ladda. The first phone call, the first time we contact Ladda, now Ladda comes out and says Baheti is not even an RSS hand.
Can
So
I ask
why-
you another
why-
question, a
why-
clarification?
No, you don't ask me, you
A
answer.
clarification.
You answer the question.
Was it a
I am-
sting that you did on Dr. Pawan Ladda, or did he voluntarily give the statement? I want to know.
It was a sting that we did.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that you've seen, what's your answer?
Okay,
If
my
Pawan
answer-
Ladda says that Baheti was not a RSS man, then why did Caravan try to give an impression that he was?
You are depending on Pawan Ladda's word given to you in a sting operation. You are depending on Sheikh Moijuddin Naimuddin's word, where he says he's a Congress-minded person, to put a placard saying he's a proclaimed Congress sympathizer. You tried very hard to put words in the mouth of Padma Nandha, the late judge's sister, but she didn't want to talk. I'm so sorry, Navika. One second. Let me conclude. You know, the Caravan article, and I'm not a part of Caravan. I'm part of no lobby, okay? Just as I presume you're not any part of any lobby. The RSS angle, there were three aspects to the RSS angle. One was Ishwar Baheti. Now you say he's a Congress person and not a RSS person. Okay, but you don't have it from his mouth. You are depending on his neighbor or Justice
The
Loya.
man who he called
One minute.
to go and meet the family.
1 minute.
The man who he happens to know very well, number one. And number two.
It's all what you are saying.
Mr. Paranjoy.
No, you please also go to Mr. Baheti. I didn't see you saying we went to Mr. Ishwar Baheti, we asked him a question, he refused to
Navika.
talk. I didn't get that bit. One minute. Navika, please. Just as yesterday evening, you guys recycled an old story to make a thing, and I'm repeating what I'm said. The Caravan story, if you go through it, there were two other so-called BJP stroke RSS angles. And may I highlight what those are? Because you're not touching about those. The person, Pinak Dande of Dande Hospital, stood for elections for the Maharashtra Medical Council from a panel which was affiliated to the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. Two, the investigating officer, Sunil Bonde, he's a brother of Anil Bonde, who happens to be a member of the Legislative Assembly of Maharashtra belonging to the BJP. So I am here saying that you people are going hammer and tongs at a story when the Supreme Court is seized of the matter. How does it matter what a police officer has to say, what the Joint Commissioner of Police Nagpur has to say, what the police head of Latu say, when the Supreme
now
Court
if
is...
your monologue is over, may I come in and ask you the
Navika.
questions that I
Oh,
want
you mean
to?
I'm the only person allowed a monologue and not you? Go on.
Yeah. I mean, let's be fair. Both of us should have the right to counter question. I ask you, number one, when Caravan wrote its piece, it wrote about Baheti being an RSS person. You are not commenting on why it came to that conclusion. You have not. You have sidestepped. You are accusing us of sidestepping several questions. You have sidestepped the moot point. One minute. You have sidestepped the moot point. Point number two, the recycling, as you say, of the documents that we are talking about. The only report that the Caravan magazine relies upon is the post-mortem report, of which one page, page number 2, was put out by the magazine. Fair enough. Maybe they have the other 8 pages. We had the 9 pages in which we put out all of the 9 pages yesterday. But we had 2 other reports which were there. Number one, the report of the viscera, which talked about no poisoning. We had the report of the histopathology. Please go back and ask and go back and read that magazine. If it had the histopathology and the viscera report, it did not.
Okay.
It did not.
Now
So
will you give me a chance
if
to...
you would
Navika,
be magnanimous
10
enough
seconds.
to concede that point. Point number 3,
just a
Mr.
second,
Paranjoy.
Navika.
I will allow you, Dr. Patra, but I have to settle a few points or questions that had been raised by Mr. Paranjoy. So let me just make the last point to him. The last point that I wish to make to you. You are accusing that the investigation officer that was appointed into
No, I'm
this,
not accusing that. You're putting words in my mouth. I never said that.
or you're
I'm not even
insinuating.
alluding. I am stating a fact.
Okay, okay. You are
You
stating
are
a fact that the investigation officer went back and influenced the ECG report in the Dande hospital.
Don't put words in my mouth.
So what are you trying to say?
All I said, he was a brother of a BJP MLA. Don't put words in my
So
mouth.
did he?
Wait,
So
Navika.
what are you? If you are,
You've had your monologue. Will you give me
then
time
what
to
is
give
the
my
point
monologue?
of? You are a journalist, and we journalists use our words
let me
very
come in.
carefully.
I've been very careful in my using my
Unless our
words.
fact leads to a certain conclusion, we don't say those facts, because normally, unlike the Caravan, which writes articles worth 10,000 words, we normally don't get the luxury of
you only
using
spend
so
a few
many.
hours on television.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Yeah, we don't get the luxury. I worked in newspapers before, and we don't get the luxury of 10,000 words. We use facts which lead to some conclusion. So what is the conclusion that you are leading to, Mr. Paranjoy?
The conclusion I am leading to...
So you were leading to a conclusion.
No,
You were leading to a conclusion.
No.
Because you tried to allude to a fact that you weren't doing anything of the sort, but you were leading to a conclusion. So go on.
No, you
Tell
never let
us.
me finish.
Tell us. Tell us.
The conclusion
Tell us.
I was alluding to, Navika Kumar, is that you are putting words in my mouth when I never said anything of the sort. I am saying, I repeat,
No, please,
you
I want
are
to come in over here,
trying to
Navika.
recycle an old story and passing it off as...
That's your
please,
judgment.
Please,
I
It's
leave
all
to
our
viewers.
judgment. See, you don't let me finish. You
that
don't let
is-
me finish.
That is entirely,
Most importantly,
that
Navika,
is
I'm
entirely
saying...
your call. If you want to call it a recycled story, despite the fact that there were 2 reports that the Caravan never had any copies of, which we put out for the first time yesterday, you're entitled to your opinion. Who am I to
But
take
the most
away your
important point,
opinion
you're not letting me
away from
finish.
you, because you have opinions on a lot of things which our viewers are in
So
any
do
case
you.
My
seeing.
lord,
So
I
do
want
you.
to
Of course,
cross-examine.
we are
I
entitled
want
to
to
our
cross-examine
opinion. Dr.
Paranjoy
Sambit
Jai.
Patra wants
When
to
the
come in
Supreme
before I
Court-
open this up.
When the
Doctor?
Supreme Court is seized of the matter, why is it so important for you to get Dr.
My
Pavan
lord,
Ladda in a
allow
sting
me.
operation?
If the Supreme Court is seized of the matter, why was it so important for the organizers to actually hold that talk in the capital yesterday, the talk that was also attended by you? I can ask you the same question, but Dr. Sambit Patra wanted to come in. Yes, Dr. Sambit Patra.
Navika, in good jest, I am going to refer to you as me lord, and I am going to cross-examine Justice Paranjoy Guha. Why I say so? We are 7 people and you as the anchor over here, and we all are acting as if we are the constitutional bench of judges, hearing the case of Judge Loya, having no faith in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is seized of the matter. The
And
Supreme
I'm the
Court has
poor
called
Chief
for all the
Justice who's
documents
being
from the Council of
questioned by
State
the
of
That's what I'm
defending.
saying
Maharashtra.
again
I'm
and
the
again
Chief
and
Yeah,
Justice.
you are
again.
the-
Poor
and
Chief
so-
Justice
I
who's
am
being
the-
questioned.
Allow me, Milord, you are the master of the roster. Please allow a junior judge to have a say. Milord,
Okay.
you are the master
you
of
are
the
part
roster.
of the
Allow the junior
Constitution
judge to
bench.
at least
Go
have
on.
a say, Milord.
You are the constitution.
Yes, please. Now, the most important point which I want to ask Mr. Guha, whom I respect a lot. Mr. Guha, look, the innuendos of the Congress party and the politicians and the lobby that we are talking about is that the judge who are sitting in hearing of this case of Judge Loya, the bench in fact is quite junior, and the whole controversy is surrounding the judge's commitment. One bench hunting and forum shopping. My question is, only yesterday Times of India came up with these 15 extremely sensitive cases which were allocated to relatively junior judges. Now I am interested in this particular PIL which was filed in 2012 in front of court number 8. The court number 8 in Supreme Court, it's a junior court, heard a PIL against Rahul Gandhi, and the PIL was about Sukanya Devi rape case. Rahul Gandhi was alleged to have raped Sukanya Devi. The PIL came to the Supreme Court. A junior judge, I say junior judge bench, as per the parallels of talk nowadays, disposed that off. Did the Bharatiya Janata Party or any lobby in this
But
country
you have come to
hold
the
a press
Supreme Court.
conference
We
to
are
say
talking about
these are
the
junior judges?
investigation. We are talking still about the investigation.
No,
Can I
see,
react to what Dr. Patra said?
Investigation, it is absolutely clear, my lord. The autopsy report, the ECG report, the doctors, journalists, everyone is to be kept aside. Only the lobby is to be heard as per them.
Yes,
only
because,
these conspiracies,
because the only
only these
journalist
people
Mr.
are the ones
Paranjoy is
according to whom the
convinced by is the
conspiracies
Caravan
exist.
journalist. He is not
that's
convinced
your
by
opinion.
us.
That's your opinion.
He's not convinced
No,
by
no,
us.
no,
He
no.
calls
I'm
our
not convinced
reports
by you, but I'm
recycled
convinced of many other
reports.
journalists.
But he forgets that the Caravan magazine first talked about
No,
the
it's
RSS link, which has been
No, can I ask a question to Guha? Guhaji?
No, let me get in the
Guhaji, can I
others.
ask
Let
a
me
question?
get in the
People
others.
nowadays are
Yes,
talking
please
about
say,
jobs
Dr.
to respond.
Patra,
Very
there are
important
others who
issue.
haven't spoken, so let me get in the others. Dr. John Dayal.
Yes,
Dr. John Dayal.
Yes, my
why
lord.
is
Yes,
there
let the other brother
such-
judges come in.
Yeah, let the other brother judges also speak. Dr. John Dayal, why is there this concerted effort by this so-called lobby which was also speaking at this function yesterday? Why were they desperate to draw an RSS link to this, where none exists as we have demonstrated today?
All of them, all four of them, and I, in my concluding remarks, said this thing should be investigated. We have not, if we
But
say...
you've come to the conclusion
No,
that
no,
there's
no.
something wrong.
No.
Actually, you
See,
have
in
come
fact,
to the conclusion
it
there's
is the
nothing
other
wrong.
way
Dissenting
around.
judge.
Excuse me, can I also have 30 seconds as the only plaintiff here? To say, to have a sting operation, it's a right to have a sting operation. And somebody says somebody is from a Congress family. What are the Scindias? Are they a Congress family? Are they a BJP family? What is this?
We have
Is my-
corroborated. Sir, you didn't
How?
hear the
No,
latter
no.
half. Didn't you hear
Did you
Sheikh
did you
Moinuddin
show us his Aadhaar
Naimuddin?
card saying Congress?
Have you seen
I am
anybody's
not-
Aadhaar card?
I am calling
saying
for an
whether it's
investigation.
Congress or
I have
BJP?
seen nothing. I believe nothing. I am calling for a
we
de
have
novo.
corroborated.
I am calling for a
we
de
have
novo
corroborated
investigation.
Ladda's statement with Moinuddin Naimuddin, who's the district
No, why
chief
should
of
you
Will
be
the
calling
Ladda
for a
Congress.
de novo
come and
investigation
testify
when the Supreme
in a
Court is
court of
hearing
law?
the case?
He is speaking in a sting operation. The other sister,
Are you a Supreme
as
Supreme
Mr.
Court?
Goa Thakur
No, are you a
pointed out-
Supreme Court? When the Supreme Court is hearing the matter, here is Justice John Dayal calling for a de novo SIT. What is de novo SIT, by the way? What is de novo investigation?
Well,
Doctor,
well,
doctor,
so if Hitesh
examine
Jain,
your
let
ears.
me
Examine
get
your
you.
channels.
I
Why
never
do we
said
have
SIT.
Supreme Court in this country?
I never said a sighting.
The de novo investigation.
Ah,
De
it's
novo
not an
investigation,
SIT.
whatever
have-
you
have
said
an
de novo
ordinary
investigation.
Who
Why
are
should
you?
we have a de novo
Because
investigation?
you want this
Why should we have a
investigation
de
to
novo
carry on
investigation
till
when the highest court of the
2019
country
to
sees
pay
the matter?
political dividends.
To repeat Paranjoy's favorite phrase, you're putting words in my mouth.
Oh.
You can have an
Oh my
inquiry.
God.
Navika, please.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God. That's all.
I am-
Don't
Two
they have-
utterly,
These are mouths or these are caves?
utterly wronged people sitting in the studio. The lobby that's
You
going
only
after
utterly wrong
the
news
two
and mouths
utterly,
are
two
caves.
utterly
No.
wrong
These are mouths
people.
of
Mr.
caves.
Hitesh
Everyone is
Jain,
putting
let
words
me
on
get
them.
you
Can I
in.
conclude?
There are
An
there are
inquiry-
two persecuted people. Let's not trivialize the debate.
No, I'm not.
Let's,
You are.
let's,
The inquiry
let's,
can be
let's go
concluded
back to
in 6
attention.
months
Let's get
or 1
serious.
month.
I am talking and I'm very
The inquiry
serious.
can be concluded
First,
in 6
what
months.
does Paranjoy say? First, he says it's a recycled investigation. Yesterday and today, he says that the RSS link is absolutely a non-serious link because we have not asked
I
Baheti.
never said that. Again, you're putting words in my mouth. Actually, you should be feeling persecuted because all of us are saying again and again, you're putting words in my mouth. Can I respond to what Dr. Patra said? Because he addressed me on 3 or 4 occasions.
Make your point.
But he abused me.
No. He's talking about the Sukanya case and Rahul Gandhi.
Navika, can I come into the
as
debate?
relevant to this case as Dr. Patra becoming an independent director of the oil and natural gas connection. It's no connection whatsoever.
Is he?
Secondly, he's
So what
showered so many
happens?
praises on me and I'm
You
greatly
went-
appreciative
so what
of what
happened?
he's
You went
done.
to the court,
But I
the
agree
court
with
thrashed
him,
you.
Dr. Patra, I agree
The
with
same
you.
lobby went to the court
when
and the
the
court thrashed
Supreme
these
Court
people.
is seized of the matter, why should 2 police officers, why should Navika Kumar, why should Times Now be judging? All we are saying,
Why should
the
Rahul Gandhi
Supreme
hold a
Court
press
is
conference?
seized of the matter.
And why should Rahul Gandhi and
only
Kavita Radhika Krishnan
only
and
only your
Paranjoy
friends-
Guha and John
only
the
your
Judge
friends
hold
will
a press
be-
conference.
Mr. Paranjoy,
You're
Mr.
putting
Why should you
Paranjoy,
hold a press conference and a meet then?
Mr. Paranjoy, only the Caravan and your friends
Sir,
in
it
the
is just
Caravan
an
magazine
outside,
can
it's not
judge,
a
they
locker
can
that put
report.
words into the
We
locker.
can't. We
Why
can't.
should
you
Fair-
hold press
as a
conference?
journalist, you have fair standards.
Are you
but
feeling
let me get in
persecuted,
here.
Navika?
I don't, sir. I don't. If I felt persecuted after yesterday, I wouldn't have invited you again
Thank
today.
you so much. You're very kind.
I am very happy to have you and your contrary opinion. Be my guest. Make as much of the objections as you want about the investigations we do. We love to have you here. Make those objections. Let the people
You're
judge.
very kind and you're very generous.
Yes, it's not generosity. It's just the job that I do, and I do my journalism in a certain way.
So do I.
That I've
So
learned.
do I,
Yeah,
Radhika.
absolutely. We all do it. I have always had respect for you as a journalist.
Thank
when
you very
did
much.
journalism.
Thank
when
you very
did
much. I still
journalism.
do it.
Uh,
That's an innuendo which is unwarranted. I still do journalism.
Mr. Hitesh Jain, why is there this deliberate attempt to bring up an RSS connection? And is the Caravan all right in raising the RSS connection? But if we bust the theory of RSS connection, then it's not the journalism that is certified by some people in the studio here.
Well, Navika, I will tell you, there is one more court apart from Supreme Court in this country, and which I have realized, I mean, being a lawyer, I got the wisdom today. And that court is called Kangaroo's Court. And in Kangaroo's Court, you have Justice Thakur, Justice Dayal. The charge sheet is filed by the Caravan Magazine. You know, in that Kangaroo Court, there is no evidence. There is like, you know, the accused is presumed guilty on the day one. Suspicion is good enough. You can have a fishing and roving inquiry. In Kangaroo Court, anybody can come and speak anything. So in the Kangaroo Court, the fact that in 2014 also they wanted to bring the Sohrabuddin angle is ignored. In the Kangaroo Court, the fact that on the eve of the Gujarat election Caravan article came, that has to be ignored. In the Kangaroo Court, Indian Express detailed investigation rebuttal to Caravan magazine came, that has to be ignored. Two sitting judges of the Bombay High Court. Now their integrity, not a single activist has questioned. So nobody is speaking about them giving a detailed account, how those judges were present, what happened during the post-mortem, how the High Court judges reached the site, how some judges accompanied the Judge Loya to his native town. All these facts have to be ignored. 2019 is coming. There is a convenient narrative to be fixed. Amit Shah was the person who delivered in 2014. Somewhere, you know, instead of fighting him politically, let's fix him. That has been the strategy since 2004, 2009, 2014. And this kangaroo court, their lawyers, judges, these are the people, they come in and then they make all kinds of this thing. But they forget the fact people are there. I mean, people are laughing at them. They're making a laughing stock of themselves. So I think they should smell the coffee.
In this
I
kangaroo
think this
court,
is enough.
why are you
Politics,
such
if
a
they want to
chicken?
fight,
Why
come
don't
and
you
fight
order
in the
an
elections,
inquiry?
fight on the
You
real
are
issues.
being a
Don't
coward.
fight such backroom
You are being a
battles, or
coward.
don't try
Just
to do this
shut us
political
up
fixing.
by asking for
On
an inquiry.
27th November,
Shut us
when
all
this
up
article in
by
Caravan
saying,
came,
here
I said
is
this
a
was an
court
attempt to divide the
of inquiry.
judiciary. This was attempt to fix political
are
investigation.
such
So this
a-
kangaroo court people, they can
Okay,
say
so
anything.
let me get
They
in
do not,
Mr.
they have
Rajiv
zero
Rai.
credibility.
What have you
They
got
will
in
come,
your
they will
So
kangaroo
let
form
me
a
get in
narrative,
Mr.
and that
Rajiv Rai.
narrative will be
Mr.
difficult.
Rajiv Rai, do you think there is a deliberate attempt to create a narrative just because there are elections in 2019 and you ask for an investigation, drag this right up to 2019 and try and corner Amit Shah and Narendra Modi? Isn't that part of the narrative that is being read? Is this part of that conspiracy?
On narratives, I can speak for half an hour.
Navika, are you serious asking these questions to me? I mean, already the full constitutional bench is sitting there. So many brother judges are there. I don't know whether constitutional bench or kangaroo court, but let me make it very clear. I am not the part of either full court or kangaroo court. Navika, basic question is this. The questions, I mean, certain objections were raised by the four senior judges of the Supreme Court. It is not raised by Congress, BJP or anybody or Samajwadi Party. What is wrong in looking into that? I'm not here. We have assume I am a common voter of this country. We have two media houses. One is Caravan and another one is Times Now. I am watching, hearing and reading of both the media houses, and I have all the right to know what is the truth. We are not, neither you are saying that you are wrong or Caravan is right or Caravan is wrong or you are right. I mean, the moment you express your opinion, you are no part of lobby, you are trying to malign, trying to implicate, all the branding is given. Now, there are certain points which has been raised by Caravan also. Better to the point, I reply to that. And what about the, I mean, you come out and say, it is courts or judicial internal matter, government will not interfere. But the same court, when the writes for the memorandum of procedure, you sit there for 1 year, same court recommends name of around 80 judges for the Supreme Court, you reject, make it appoint only 40 judges. Same judge, when courts, when they recommend for the 15,000 in the lower courts, you don't approve that, there you are interfering because it suits you.
The point you are making, Mr.
It is the
Rajiv
onus on
Rai.
the government, they have to come clean on the every issue.
Navika,
Mr. Rajiv Rai, the only point I'm
What are we
asking you is
discussing and where
that
has he
if there
headed
were
towards?
facts, if there were facts,
not need
fair
an
enough,
inquiry to
everybody,
prove what is
every
black and
media
you do not
house
need
has
an
a right
inquiry
to
to
raise
prove
the
white.
facts. Nobody is questioning that, and I, least of all, will question the facts and the rights of journalists to raise facts as, a legitimate right to do so. But the question I'm asking is, why is there a deliberate twist? Why is there a deliberate twist that Judge Loya was taken in an auto rickshaw to Dande Hospital? Why is there a deliberate attempt to say that there was an RSS man called Baheti who called?
No, there are
Why is
certain
there a
questions
deliberate
raised,
twist to
Navika.
say
Why you
nobody
are
accompanied
calling
the
it
dead body?
deliberate?
Some of
Why
these
you are calling it
discrepancies are
deliberate? There are
rather
certain
pronounced. So I'm
certain
asking
questions
questions
which have
about
been raised by
that.
different
Navika,
groups and
if there
different
has to
media
be
houses. We are
inquiry,
asking for
it has to
impartial
be
inquiry.
inquiry
Let the
about the
Supreme
big
Court,
nonsense
let
that
Supreme
is
Court
going
take
on
the
here
only part of
politically.
judgment here.
Okay, Dinesh Vashne, do you think there is an attempt, or do you also belong to the same group which says there should be an impartial inquiry even at a time when the Supreme Court is absolutely seized of the matter? It's hearing the matter, it heard it this morning, it's posted it for another 7 days, it's given for all the documents to be placed before it. But at the same time, with this narrative going on all around, being played out in the public domain, is there an attempt to prejudice the court as well?
No, I am a leader of the CPI. I don't belong to any lobby. I have only one question to ask, Navika, to all of you, including all journalists. Whom are we trying to save? By not asking the inquiry under a proper bench.
But why are we also trying to raise questions where there are none?
Look, as a
Proper
matter
bench?
of
No, I am
as a
so
matter
sorry.
of propriety,
I object to this. What
anybody,
is a proper
If there is
bench
a
and
requirement
what is an improper
of
bench? I
inquiry,
want the
please-
definition.
Please do so. By
No,
all means.
Navika,
Nobody
I
is
object
saying
to
that.
this.
Samit
But
Patra
why-
I object
but
to this,
why
Navika.
try to,
What is
try
proper
to
bench and what is
perpetuate
improper
lies?
bench? Please get
It's a
this
question.
defined right
It's a
now over
legitimate
here.
question to ask.
I want the panelists over here to define what is a proper bench of Supreme Court and what is the improper bench of Supreme Court.
Can't I call my view? I'm waiting for 36 minutes. Dr.
What is a
Patra,
proper
don't
bench
give
of
a
Supreme
patience.
Court?
You are welcome
And what
to
is the
object me.
improper bench of
You are
Supreme Court?
welcome
I
to
want this
object my
definition
statement.
clarification,
As soon as I
Navika.
stop.
I
Please
object
give
to
me 30
this.
seconds.
I
Please give
object
me
to
30
this.
seconds, Dr.
I
Patra.
object to this.
You can
What
do
is a
what you're
proper
trying to
bench?
say.
What do you mean by a proper bench of
Look,
Supreme Court?
His sister
No, what is
says
proper bench of Supreme
a senior
Court?
judge
Please
of the
define
same
that.
court said
Why are you
100
Define
saying
the
proper
proper
bench
bench of Supreme Court and
Do you
improper
think-
bench of
Do you
Supreme
think
Court.
Justice Mishra-led bench is not a proper bench?
I am coming to that. I will come to that. I am asking you one
Who
thing.
are you to comment on the bench?
Yesterday I objected. I refused to accept the police
No,
story.
this
Today
needs
it is
clarification.
true. That police officer is a relative
This
of
needs
that
clarification
officer,
on one
that
of the
MLA
most
the
important
BJP.
channels
I
of the
refuse.
country.
I don't-
We hear
I
an
can't
important
believe a
politician
fact.
saying
A judge,
that
a
Supreme
London
Court
judge
has
is medically illiterate,
improper
that is
benches
suffering from
also.
coronary disease,
This is
and he travels
contempt.
to a marriage.
He needs to
That's
clarify.
a different temperature from Mumbai to Nagpur. What are you talking? What are you
Mr.
talking?
Dinesh Vashne and Mr.
Eh?
Paranjoy.
His body was sent to his
Mr.
father,
Dinesh
mother,
Vashne
not
and
to his
Mr.
wife and son.
Paranjoy.
No, I
All
need to
he
come in
needs
over
is a
here.
difference.
When you talk,
Whether he's a
when
man
you
of
talk
Congress or
about
BJP,
a certain
doesn't matter.
hospital,
But who are
a
we trying to
certain
say?
hospital owner being related to some BJP person.
No,
when
no, I
you
didn't
talk
say that.
about
Get your
when you
facts
talk
right.
about an investigation officer being related to some BJP person, we can say some judges are related to some Congress people.
Say
some
Dr.
judges.
Ranjan
Congress-
Gogoi is
Wha-
related.
there
has
are
come
some
up-
doctors
say,
who are-
Say,
some-
say that
No.
Dr.
Some-
Say Dr. Say Ranjan
Judge
Gogoi
Ranjan
is
Gogoi
going to
is
come
not
to
I have not
related
said
to
it.
Congress.
I have not
Please
said
say
it.
this
If you have the
thing.
guts, say
you
this
may say
Say
that
this
so
thing.
and so is
You
related
say that
to
the
so
Honorable Gogoi
Well,
judge
but
is related to Congress. Say
Chief
this
Minister
thing.
Scindia
We would like to
is
say this
related
thing.
to Congressman
Let Dr.
Scindia.
Sambit Patra
So
say this
what?
thing.
But his mother is not. She's with the BJP.
That's why I'm
Answer
again and
the
again
same.
using
I know.
proper
I
senior
know
said the
what
same
I.
thing.
That
I
is why
know
I'm
what
again
I
and
want
again
to
using.
say. Don't
A
put words
senior
in my
judge-
mouth.
Good.
Don't put
You're
words in
on
my
the
mouth.
side.
Same
You're
to
on the
you.
same side.
Same
You're
to
getting
you.
it back in the
Same
same
to you.
coin. You're getting
Same
it.
to you. I'm not insinuating anything. All I'm saying is, when you can propound theories like that, everybody
I have
can
propounded
propound
no
theories
theories.
like
I
that.
am
I am
absolutely
coming
not.
down to the basic facts.
For
When
I-
a senior
I-
functionary of the
nothing
state,
I-
name is there, he was listening to his
I
case.
am asking
What is
you-
wrong having
I am
inquiry?
asking you.
दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी होने दो.
Why
क्या
don't
problem?
why don't you explain your statement a proper bench
I'll
of the
say,
Supreme
because
Court?
when a journalist asked Justice Gogoi, do you think that it is also a case related to Justice Loya? Mr. Gogoi almost all says in affirmative. Justice Gogoi.
He said.
Can
yes.
I please come
Yes,
in?
he
So
said.
do you suggest that Justice Gogoi belong to some lobby? Are you suggesting that?
No, but that's where this
What
entire
this
issue
is what I'm
started.
saying.
I'll answer
Seniority,
this.
So the
I'll answer
lobby
this.
Supreme
is-
Court
Please,
Chief Justice come
allow
by
me to
matter
take
of
this
seniority.
question.
All cases, sensitive cases related to the state
allow me
always
to
goes
come in over
senior
here.
judges, not only in India, in
Did-
Canada, America,
did the
Australia,
2G
from
did the
the
2G
the
case,
conclusion
did
in
the
our
2G
constitution.
case
I
go to
need
the
to
senior
come
most
in over
judge,
here.
Dr. Patra?
I
Dr.
need to
Patra,
come
did
in
the
over
2G
here.
case and the coal scam case go to the
Navika,
senior
one wrong
most
cannot be
judges?
justified by
Did-
another wrong.
Well-
Navika, one wrong
But
cannot
that
be justified by
time
another wrong.
you had no
We
objection.
said,
That
we said,
time, no, you
Navika,
didn't.
Navika,
No,
we said
you
it is
didn't.
corruption.
No, you didn't.
And
Let
after
me
that,
answer
we
this.
arrested and we till
Okay,
today said,
Dr. Patra is
Communist Party
rebutting.
has
Navika,
not
let me
identified
answer
any
this.
Dr. Patra is
We never
rebutting.
do that.
Dr. Patra is rebutting you. Yes, Dr. Patra.
But why not have an inquiry?
Why are you, to whom are
See,
you
first
going
and
to save,
foremost, I
Dr.
have
Patra?
taken an exception
What
and
is
an
your problem
objection.
having inquiry?
Just a
Okay,
second.
Dr.
I have
Patra is
taken an
responding to
objection
you.
to the kind of adjective that has been used by Professor Varshney, that there was a proper bench should have
Arey,
heard
maine
this
kya bhai,
case.
Justice
I firmly
Gogoi ne
believe
kya
that this
kiya,
is
ye case hai,
condemnable
वहाँ
because
problem.
every bench in
मैंने नहीं
Supreme
कहा,
Court,
चार जजों में एक
whoever
जज ने
says
कहा,
this, I firmly believe that the Supreme Courts,
मैंने
all
नहीं
the
कहा,
judges
Justice Gogoi
are
ने journalist
respected
के answer
and
में कही है
every
बात।
bench in
उसके
Supreme
basis
Court
पे
is
मैं drop
proper.
करूँगा।
And now let me
क्या
answer.
बात करते
Please,
हो?
please
Who are you
don't,
trying to
please
say,
don't
Dr.
interject
Patra?
and
Who did
intervene.
you-
Allow me to complete.
Whose case
Allow me to
Justice
complete.
Loya was
You just
listening?
now used
Why
proper
you
bench.
want to
You
protect
just
you?
now
Why
used proper
you
bench
are
and you should apologize. But allow me to complete.
Okay,
Navika,
allow
I
him
would
to
read out
complete
those
and then I will come
important
to you,
cases
gentlemen. I will
which
come
in
to
fact, yes.
you. Yeah. Make your point, Dr. Sambit Patra. I have to go to
Navika, I will
Rajiv
just
Desai.
read out some of the cases. I'll just in 10 seconds read out some of the important cases that went to court number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that is relatively junior courts. Rajiv Gandhi assassination case in 1998. Rajiv Gandhi assassination case was that, can I please speak, Navika? Navika, I am making a very important point. Can I please speak without interference? Can I please speak, Navika, without interference by Mr. Professor Varshney? Professor Varshney, you are a professor. Don't shout in the middle of the debate like this. Allow others to make the points and then you can come in. Learn behavior from Mr. Guha. He never shouts. Please learn from John Dayal. He never shouts in the middle. Allow me to speak. Allow me to speak.
Okay, let me get in
read
Mr.
out those
Rajiv
important
Desai.
cases
Mr.
which
Rajiv
went to the junior
Desai.
cases.
Mr. Rajiv Desai.
No, let me please complete.
Okay.
Let me please complete. These are important issues which the
Okay.
people
No,
should
no,
know.
allow- you are
Rajiv
not
Gandhi
allowing-
assassination case
You are
1998.
also
Is it-
continuously speaking.
Please allow me.
So I
Please
said
allow me.
him to finish and I
Please
will
allow
come to
me.
you.
This is not the
That's
way.
a fair way to do this.
Dr. Patra, it is
Please
not
allow
my
me to
stand
speak.
only. It is also the stand
Please
of the
allow me.
Honorable
This is
Supreme
not the way.
Okay.
They know they are being
I'll play
cornered
that
and they
sound
won't
bite.
allow me to
I'll
speak.
play
This is
that
the wrong
sound
way.
bite.
Must be heard by the
I'll
senior
play
judges
that
and
sound
says,
bite, Mr.
even
Dinesh
SCBA
Varshney.
says,
Mr.
it is not
Dinesh
my stand
Varshney,
only.
Mr. Dinesh Varshney will play
But
that
please
sound
allow
bite.
me.
Allow
Please,
him to finish
please
and then
allow
I'll
me to
allow
speak
you.
and thereafter.
Thereafter you also also allow me to speak,
Yeah,
please.
will do. sir.
Uninterrupted.
Yeah. Yeah, Navika, let me ask some questions through your channel to people of this country. Rajiv Gandhi assassination case 1998. It went to court number 8. Was it not an important case or a sensitive case? Bofor's case of 1999 went to court number 8, Justice M.B. Shah. Was it not an important or a sensitive case? Best Bakery case of 2004 went to court number 11. Was it not important case? Disqualification of MPs, MLAs, union conviction and sentencing of 2 or more years went to court number 9. Was it not an important case? Ram Jetmalani's black money case went to court number 9. Was it not an important case? Rahul Gandhi's murder charges went to court number 8. Was it not an important case? Validity of section
what's the point you're
66(8)
making,
went
Dr.
to court number
Sambit
11.
Patra?
Was it not
What's the
important?
point you're making?
Coal scam case 2012 went to court number 7. The question is, all these, despite the fact that they were junior judges, these are all proper bench then. These lobbies did not interject then. Today suddenly they demand a proper bench. They say, how dare a junior Supreme Court judge hear a case? Look at these hypocrites. This is a clear case of hypocrisy. They are hypocrites. And let me ask you a question.
Mr.
When
Rajiv
Madhav Rao
Desai,
India, when Madhav Rao
Mr. Rajiv Desai,
Will you please tell Patra to keep
when
quiet
the
now?
matter is in Supreme Court,
So
Mr.
Rajiv
Desai,
let me try and understand
Mr.
what
Rajiv Desai hasn't
Patra is
spoken
saying.
after the
What
first.
Patra is saying, what Mr. Patra is
Mr.
saying,
Rajiv Desai
what
is
Mr.
making a
Patra
point.
is saying that other cases were in the other courts, so these 4 justices have raised a spurious issue, and that therefore he is in fact in contempt of these 4 justices. He's saying that they have raised an irrelevant
look at
issue
justice.
because cases
Look
have
at
been
this
assigned.
justice.
In the past,
Look
he's
at this,
saying
look
that.
at this,
Now, keep
look
quiet,
at this.
Mr. Patra, let me talk.
Look at this conspiracy.
That's one thing. But the most
Why
important
keep quiet?
thing
I will
is
not keep
the
quiet. You
amount-
kept on
the
disturbing me when I was
amount of
speaking.
angst and
I will
anguish
speak when my brother
that-
judge speaks. I will interject.
That is evident
I'll expose
in,
him.
in this discussion and in other discussions.
Why didn't you question when
and
the
in
coal
planted
why didn't you
stories
question
and
when the
everything
coal scam case
is
went to
that
court
this is a
number 8?
massive
Why didn't you
cover-up
question when
that is going
why
on
didn't you
and
question
is
when
about to be
why didn't you
exposed?
question
So
when the rape
therefore,
case
you
against
do
Rahul Gandhi
you-
went to
all
court
these
number 8?
red herrings
Why didn't you
and
question then?
everything, they are, oh please keep
Where were you
quiet,
then?
Dr. Patra, I'm speaking. Behave yourself. I'm speaking. I'm saying that
What
this is
behave
a
yourself?
huge
Please,
All of
gentlemen,
you
let's
are
be
misbehaving in
courteous.
front of the
If
Supreme
they
Court,
only
Let's be
sir.
courteous.
If they
Let's be
only let
courteous.
it be, if they only let the investigation be, there would have been no problem, but they cannot let the investigation
So who
be.
will decide
So
about
they've
the
done this,
investigation?
and
You,
I'm-
me,
I'm
or the
telling
Supreme
you
Court?
that this is a cover-up.
Who
This
will
is a
decide about the
huge cover-up,
investigation?
and Dr.
I'm
Patra-
sure the
when
Supreme
the
Court will
matter
take the
is in
final
Supreme
call.
Court,
Not Mr.
will the
Rajiv
Supreme
Desai or
Court
Rahul
take a
Gandhi.
call on that, Mr.
There are
Rajiv
many
Desai, or
questions
not?
many people
Or
have
will
raised
you sit and
about
take
the
a
death of
decision
Dr.
on that?
Loya, about the assignment of cases. Let there be an inquiry.
Justice
What's
Desai
wrong
will
with
take
it?
a decision
What's
over
wrong
here
with having an
in this
inquiry?
debate.
Well,
Why
Mr.
would you
Desai,
why would you
when
want to
Mr.
argue
Desai,
against
the Supreme
inquiries
Court is
decide
seized
that?
of the
about
issue,
questions
it will
that
take
have
So
a
what's
raised
course.
wrong in having
about
an
a
inquiry
Now
on
we
Madhav
begin to
Rao
about
round
India's
the
death
Supreme
and
Court
Raj's
about the
bench.
assignment
We
of
begin
cases,
to
Let's have an
about the
attribute
inquiry.
behavior
motives to
of certain
judges.
justices.
Mr. Dinesh Varshney,
No, let's
you
have
want
an
to
inquiry on
debate.
Raj's
Why
pilot's
you
death
can- why
also.
you conduct
I'm giving you
Let's have an
60
inquiry on
seconds.
Madhav Rao
Only
India's
50
death
seconds,
also.
not
Okay,
60 seconds.
okay,
Please.
that's a deal. 50
Look,
seconds.
look, Navika.
Please, enough.
I have not, when I said proper bench or proper court, that does not mean that I have a disrespect for court number 7, 8, 9, 10 or to 20. I only mean to say even same thing
So
has
what is
been said
proper
by the
bench then?
Supreme
Define.
Court Bar Association. They said from Monday onward all judges will sit and all sensitive cases must go to senior judges' benches. What does it
So the
mean?
Supreme Court Bar
Association.
Association will
Are you
decide
also
The
a bar
lawyers of this
association
country
member?
saying, the
Mr.
lawyers of this country saying,
Mr.
number two.
Mr.
Are you the
just-
master
you
of the
just
roster?
please be 50 seconds. Number two, when a journalist asks Honorable Justice Gogoi,
Professor Varshney will become the master of
is
the
that
roster
man
sitting here on
in
Times
propriety
now. He will
also
start
involved
allocating cases
in
now.
case
Okay,
of
this is
Justice
a-
Loya death, he said yes.
इनको
Almost
जल्दी
he
जल्दी
said
घर
yes.
जाने दीजिए
He said,
नाविका जी, घर
"You
जाके
may
रोस्टर
think
भी
so.
बनाना है कल कौन सा
It is
जज
not
कौन
my
सा केस
statement."
सुनेगा.
Dr.
इनको
Patra,
जल्दी-जल्दी घर जाने
Justice
दीजिए.
Patra, Justice Patra, you are welcome to have the safe.
Why
नहीं, आप जल्दी जल्दी घर
While
जाके रोस्टर
closing
बनाइए.
comment
whatever
to
you want.
Hitesh
आप
Jain,
जल्दी जाइए,
Hitesh
sir.
Jain,
घर जाके रोस्टर
Hitesh
बनाइए.
Jain, just because lawyers of this country,
Kangaroo court,
Hitesh
you
Jain,
can
just
decide.
because, 1 minute, just because, 1 minute, just because lawyers of this country feel that senior judges should be given the, PILs and other important matters, is the CJI, is the Chief Justice of India bound by that? And does that take away from the narrative that is being spread? The RSS narrative, the foul play in the death narrative, you know, is one thing playing over the other in this entire case?
Navika, the lawyers of the country are not disputing. It is just the few vested interest people they are calling, and they are deciding the assignment of the Supreme Court. This is a very bad precedent. This is what happens. There is a judgment of the Supreme Court which clearly says that Chief Justice is the master of the roster. The lawyers are trying to speculate. This is a dangerous law we are
Gentlemen,
doing.
all
I can understand in the court of
in
justice.
slash news are, my viewers are sending in their comments, and these are leading comments. Listen to what my viewers feel. Deepak Rai says, these Modi haters not able to defeat him in elections, so trying their level best for 2019. Even judiciary is being used now. Mrs. Mukherjee,
Is he a Modi
Deepak Rai, I don't know what
I think
he is.
he's a Modi lover.
Mrs.
I
Mukherjee
hope
says,
he's listening.
isn't it ridiculous to think that a judge was taken to a hospital in an auto rickshaw and nobody accompanied him?
That is the point. Investigate.
It's been proven. Several depositions there on that. Ramachandran TH says, the left has lost sight and are being guided by an already blind Congress. Is that the way for the left to go?
These are
These
These
are the questions
These
viewers
are three
are
bhaktas.
asking tonight. But as I thank all my panelists, the judgment is up to you, ladies and gentlemen. Why is there a desperate attempt to try and lead a narrative in a specific direction? There are statements, there are a lot of proofs that exist to show that there was a problem in the coronary functioning of Justice Loya. The medical reports show that. The RSS theory has been busted tonight. What more is required to prove? Well, we leave the judgment to you, dear viewers. Thank you very much for joining me here on debate number 1. Debate number 2 with Anand Narsimhan coming up on the News Hour at 10 on the other side of this very short break.